Hey guys, today I'm going to be taking a look at this little 1/18 scale RC four-wheel drive truck. It's called the Sandyland. Really neat little RC truck. If you take a look at the box, it says that the name brand here is Speed Pioneer, but it's actually PXTOYS. This is actually a rebranded PXTOYS 9300. It's being sold on Amazon under the name of, Speed Pioneer, but it retains the Sandyland name, the same body. It might have slightly different tires on it, but that's about the only difference I can see. Really sharp looking RC truck. Now let's go ahead and take the body off of it. I don't have the clips on it, so pop it right off. And see, it has a little brushed motor. Uses a 2S 850 milliamp lithium LiPo pack, and you can see it comes with a spare. That's a huge selling point to me, that they give you two of these nice big 2S LiPos for the truck. So you don't typically get two batteries. Now it uses a kind of an odd little old school type plug. It looks a lot like a Tamiya plug, but it's smaller. So you do have to use the balance port unless you have or want to make an adapter or use alligator clips or something on a hobby grade to charge this. So it's a bit slow to charge, probably around 3 hours using the provided balance port only USB charger here. But you can charge up two of these and get a nice long run time, because you probably get around 20 minutes. I didn't get an exact run time on this, but it's a pretty decent size battery pack. Now it has a little bitty servo in here for the steering. It has metal dog bones. I don't know if it has ball bearings now. I've not popped it open to look at that. It's got a built-in ESC receiver combo, which is pretty standard in these little brushed cars. Here's the on and off switch on the side. It does have differentials, as you can see, and of course, as you can see, it's four-wheel drive, like I said. So it seems really well made. It's not super fast. I don't have a GPS module thing to put on these to see how fast they are. I'm guessing somewhere around 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll see how it does here today. Last time I drove it was at night, so a little bit hard to see, but it gets along pretty good though. I mean, it's not terrible, but this is really good for a kid, I think, or an adult. You just don't expect blazing speed. It's got just spring shocks. You can see there's no oil filled, anything like that, but it handles pretty good, and it jumps really, really well. So I was pretty impressed with that. And it just comes with, besides the charger, it comes with some extra body pins. I've got the other ones from the set in the bag too. So total of 8 body pins. Let's go ahead and go over the controller. This is pretty standard controller that PXTOYS uses with the Fast Furious. It says on the top. You do have steering dual rates, so you can limit how much the steering is. Because I got it on max steering, which is not super tight steering. It's got throttle trim, and it's got your steering trim to line it up. So fully proportional throttle. It's got reverse and brake, and it's got fully proportional steering with a nice foam grip, which I was a big fan of. I think it takes just 3 AA batteries in the controller, so pretty straightforward. Fun little truck. I think it's available in maybe another color as well. I'm not sure if it shows on the box. I want to think there might be another color available, but I'm not sure about that. But otherwise, I really like it. I think it's a pretty good deal. If you're interested, there'll be a purchase link to Amazon where this truck is available with the extra battery, but you can find it, from other vendors from China for less, probably $20, $30 less, but you're not going to get the prime shipping, and of course you're not going to get probably the extra battery, which that's probably worth $10 right there for the spare battery. So all right, I think that covers everything for this truck, so let's move along now to the driver view. All right guys, so I have the little Sandyland 1/18 scale four-wheel drive truck bound to the transmitter. We'll go ahead and take it out for a test drive here in front of the house, give you an idea how it runs. And put it down. It's pretty quick, actually. I mean, it's not super fast, but for 1/18 scale, it's not bad. Unless you go up to a 540 size motor like they do with the WLTOYS A959B, that thing flies at 1/18 scale, almost undrivable. But most of them come with this size motor. I don't know if this is a 380. I didn't really look closely. Got to flip this back over. It does flip over on me sometimes. It's not terrible about it, but as you can see there, it does flip over. It can be a little bit bouncy, but it's not terribly bouncy. I've seen way worse with the non-oil filled shocks. Typically it does jump pretty good. See there, it did a somersault. It's got pretty good power too. Now I've not mowed my grass yet. It's pretty tall, so we'll see how it goes through it. See, it kind of bounces across that tall grass, but my yard's really tall right now. There's the brake. Brake's pretty good. Same on the brakes for you. I think this is a pretty nice little truck. I think it's around 68 bucks on Amazon Prime, which I think is a pretty good deal considering you're getting an extra LiPo battery. I don't know if I mentioned the charge time in the earlier when I was going over it, but it's around 3 hours to charge the battery, so it's not super fast charging on a little balance port. The balance ports just you can't charge at a high amp on the balance ports, so they're always going to be a slow charge. But at least that way you're getting both cells balanced, so that's good. But if you're definitely in a hurry to get them charged, you're going to want to rig something up to a hobby grade charger, of course. But I think you can probably get an easy 40 minutes run time out of both packs. You charge up both and take them with you out in the field. But just the single pack is going to probably be around 20 minutes, depending on obviously what speed you drive it at, how aggressive you drive it. But I think this is a really sharp car. I just want to take a closer look at it again with the body pins on. This is really sharp. I mean, I really like the blue. I said earlier there may be another color. I don't think there is another color, but I could be wrong again. I'm not 100% sure on that. I like the blue accented springs, Just a really sharp looking little car. It's amazing how far this technology's come along. You couldn't buy something like this 20 years ago, even though the brushed is old technology. It's just, even the quality of the plastics being used is much higher than the old ABS plastics and stuff that was just really bad and broke really easy. So much of this stuff has got ball bearings now, which just makes much smoother, longer run times, higher top speed. Like I said, I don't know if this one has ball bearings, but I suspect it probably does. The PXTOYS stuff, I'm a big fan of the PXTOYS 9200 and 9202 that I have. I've reviewed both of those. Those are the 1/12 scale trucks, and those are really nice. I mean, so I'm really impressed with PXTOYS. Those have a 540 motor and oil-filled shocks on it, all at a really good price, similar to this from the Chinese vendors. But this is a really nice little truck. I don't have a lot to complain about. It'd be really good for a younger kid or someone just getting into the hobby. So it seems to be pretty durable. It's pretty quick, but not blazing fast. It handles really well. It's a little bit bouncy. That's not the only thing I can complain about, and that's only really on jumps. It's got much better power than some of the 1/18 scales, and with it, being a truck, it's got enough clearance to go through my grass here, where a buggy of this size is just going to get topped down on the grass and go nowhere. Certainly it'd be fun to stick like an AIO cam or something, an FPV it, something that some people might want to do with a truck like this. Obviously, the tendency to flip over would be my biggest concern. You probably could easily break an AIO cam's antenna, mounting it up on top like that. Almost need to mount it inside of a little ball or a case or something to protect the antenna. But that's a lot of people are doing that with trucks now. It's something that I've yet to do, and I want to do soon. You can see it's pulling a little to the right. I'm going to trim it up here with the steering trim. It's got fully proportional steering. Whoa, wiped out. Nice. Always nice when it recovers back to the wheels. Don't have to walk over there and put it back on its wheels. Let's see the steering radius here. This is with the steering all the way at max. So not super tight, but not bad. It'd be good for a kid, Being four-wheel drive, at least it's not peeling out in circles. Obviously doing donuts is fun, but it makes it a lot harder for a kid to drive. So a lot of people are going to be buying this for a kid. I think, somewhere, ages 8, 9 and up probably. I don't know what it says on the box, but I would say 8, 9, 10-year-olds should be safe driving this. certainly not big enough to come in and bust an ankle up or something. Just always got to be concerned about how easy is it going to be to break it, you know, break pieces off of it. Usually it happens when you hit the front wheel, clip the front wheel against something at full speed. But this seems to be pretty durable. So like I said, overall I'm pretty happy with this little truck. And you know, it's obviously can't beat the 2-day prime shipping, so it may not be the best price in the world. It's not high in my opinion with the extra battery, but it's still probably, you know, $25 more than it's going to sell from the Chinese vendors with just one battery. With the extra battery and the 2-day shipping and the fact that it's got the, you know, Amazon's top-notch customer service, I think this is a good truck. I don't want to sound like a salesman here because that's not my purpose, but you know, I feel this is definitely warrants, you know, a look at this truck if you're interested in this little truck like this. I think it's a good deal. I really do. So you can find better stuff out there if you're willing to wait a month to get it from China, but this is a nice little truck. I enjoy driving it here, you know. Let's do a little jump. Oh, I wish I could have caught that. I think I was obstructed mostly by my mailbox there when I was jumping. Let's try to do that again before we wrap up this review. She's starting right out in the grass. I was able to get going, so that's an idea. It's got good power, and certainly that LiPo battery is a big bonus to have the kick of a LiPo battery. Let's go ahead and do a jump here. Oh, that was a really nice jump. Let's do that again. I wish I would have done that a little sooner in the review. Oh, really nice. Oh, rolled it and came back. Hopefully I'll remember to put that in slow motion. Ooh, another nice jump. Like this, I've been really impressed with the way this truck jumps. Yeah, it can be a little bouncy and tend to roll but that's, you know, that's pretty common in any of these trucks of this size. But look at that, good power. Again, I don't know the top speed, but I'm thinking 15 to 20. Let's do another jump. I'm having fun doing the jumps. Oh, nice. I tell you what, there's not many little trucks like this you can get and jump this curb and keep them from flipping. Whoa, there we had a flip. But that's a pretty good success rate of jumping this without it flipping over. So I like this. This is a neat little truck. I know my 7-year-old daughter will have a blast with this truck. Yeah, no problems with hitting the wheels hard like that and bouncing around. It's not busting anything. Oh, landed on its back. Well, this is about the angle that you hit these jumps too. Hitting them straight on is a little more risky. Hitting them at an angle they usually tend to jump a little better. Oh, roll it again. I didn't give it a very good, I didn't take a very good run at it that time. Nice. Oh, nice little spin out. Now we got some company coming here, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So this is a pretty neat little truck, and it's a nice jumping truck. I really like it a lot, so I would highly recommend this. I think, you know, it's a pretty good deal. Like I said, on Amazon, there's a purchase link in the description if you guys are interested in it, and hope you guys all have a good day.
The power of the dark side.